Hey there, Stampin' friends, and welcome to Movie Monday with Jody Breckbill, Stampin' Queen. I'm so glad to have you guys joining me today and kicking off your Monday with a fun movie. We are going to use a stamp set called Christmas Means More. And I left it right here, this stamp set in our holiday catalog or our August through December mini catalog. I have some glare today because I am actually stamping in the evening for once, but this is a great little set of famous Christmas quotes. So we're going to use this as well as our heartwarming, I believe it's called Heartwarming Hugs Designer Series paper, which is actually on sale as part of our special. It is still going on. You have a couple more days to take advantage of our Designer Series paper sale that is available 15% off until the end of the month. And yes, Heartwarming Hugs is on sale for 15% off. So snatch up those papers, you guys. We need to get them. We need to hoard them because you know how much we love our papers. I want to talk real quick and let you guys know too that our Jolly Gingerbread paper pumpkin kit is available for subscription or pre-purchase up until November 10th. So you can get this gingerbread themed paper pumpkins shipped directly to your house, which is super exciting. I'm really happy to get mine. I can't wait to see it. And then finally, just a little sneaky peek is we have Curvy Celebrations coming up, and that is going to be a special for you customers coming in November. So stay tuned. I'm going to showcase some things with the Curvy Celebrations coming up soon. All right, let's go ahead and do a little bit of stamping. I hope you guys had a great weekend and are ready to get back into the week. So I'm going to create 4 cards using every sentiment that we have from that set. So this is kind of a 4-part series we got going on here today. So I've got a piece of real red, 8.5 by 5.5. So I'm just going to do the little bone folder there. Then I've got a piece of Pear Pizzazz 4 by 5.25 and a piece of our Heartwarming Hugs, which I did a very slim border with, let's see, what would that be? 3 7/8 by 5 1/8, just so I have just a little bit of Pear Pizzazz showing. If you want to see more of that, you would cut your DSP to 5 by 3 3/4. So I'm going to go ahead and attach that. And then we're going to do some ribbon. So you'll kind of see that I've got about the same, a similar layout to each card, and just showcasing how quick and easy it is to change up a few little items and have some cool cards. So I've got my red satin ribbon here. This is from our annual catalog actually. And I'm just going to tack that to the back side. So I know you guys are seeing some shadow here. Hopefully it's not too bad. Because I don't want ribbon on the back. I don't want to waste it. So I'm just going to do my little tabs on the back there. Then we can go ahead, we're ready to go ahead and put that right on our card front. Alrighty, so now I have ahead of time, I did a Whisper White. This is the largest stitched shape circle. Cut that out in Whisper White. And then with our layering circles, I did a Mossy Mellow scallop. So I'm just going to take my real red ink pad and I'm going to stamp the sentiment. I think this one is from Miracle on 34th Street. And I'm doing that in real red, which just came from my team event. So it might need a little juice. We'll see what happens. Oh, it looks good. Now, while that is still damp, I thought I had my Wink of Stella pen. I know I brought it with me. Here it is. So I'm just going to do a little tiny bit of Wink of Stella in my Jingle Bells. And what's going to happen is it's going to bleed the red ink just a little bit. I don't want it to bleed so much that I can't tell what these things are, but enough that I'm kind of bleeding it to make them a little bit of a lighter shade of red, almost a little pinkish. So they actually kind of have a little shine to them. And we'll just give those a couple seconds to dry. And I have already, I've got ink everywhere. The hazards of stamping some days. All right, while that's drying, what I will go ahead and do is we can attach this a while to our card base. And I'm just going to use some Pop-Tarts for that. So put a couple dimensionals on there. And that's just going to go right here. And then I want to take a little bit of that red ribbon, do a little snip so I can tie a knot here. I'm not going to tie a bow, just going to do a cute little knot. And then I can cut down what's the leftover, what's a little bit too long there. All right, so I just gave that just a couple seconds to dry, and now I can put my adhesive on the back side. What did you snap back there, buddy? So you do need to come out of the way. And then we'll just attach that. There we go. Such a quick little simple card, right? All right, so let's move on to our next project. Very similar layout. We're just going to change it just a smidge. And I've got my Mossy Meadow card base. This is actually cut 4 1/4 by 11. So I'm going to fold this in half. A nice crisp crease. I've got another piece of Pear Pizzazz 4 by 5 1/4, and then I have the Gingham Designer Series paper from that same pack, cut at 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. Again, if you want to see a little bit more of the pear, you would cut that Designer Series paper a little bit smaller at 5 by 3 3/4. Same ribbon, so we're just going to trim that a little bit. And this is going to go a little bit different. We're going to actually go this way instead of this way. So tack that on the back side. And we can mount that onto our card base now. So this time I'm going to take some Mossy Meadow ink, and the same size, I've got the stitched shape circle and I've got a Pear Pizzazz circle, and I'm going to do the maybe Christmas means a little bit more, and that is a quote from one of my favorite movies, The Grinch. There we go. Now I'm just going to pull in my light Old Olive blend, and I'm going to color in those little holly leaves. Just being real careful not to smear, because it's very easy to do with the blends and your regular inks. We don't want to color too hard and smear them. Then I have, well, let's attach it to our scallop first. And then I have our red rhinestones, and I'm going to put those in place of the little holly berries because it's just too cute. I love my picker tool for this. Oh, it just makes things so much easier. I'm trying to pick those up, oops, with my fingernails. Oh, excuse me, there goes my nose already. So there we have some pretty bling on this Christmas card. That's all I need from you. And we'll attach that with some dimensionals. And that's just going to go right here. And then again, another little piece of ribbon. I guess I really don't need it, but I am going to do a little, since I already cut it, just do a little bow here off to the side. And then I can trim down what's a little bit too long. So there you go, card number 2. So let's keep moving here. And the next card, I have got another base of Mossy Meadow. And I have a piece of Designer Series paper here. I believe this is 5 1/4 by 2. So we're going to attach that to the front of our card, or the front of another piece of designer paper, which is 5 1/4 by 4. So I'm just going to leave a little bit of an edge there. And I'm going to take a strip of ribbon and run that right across the seam where they meet. So that's just going to come across just like this. Try to get it straight. And then we can attach that to our card base a while. I love this Designer Series paper. It is so pretty. With traditional red and greens, that makes my husband happy. So now I've got a piece of Whisper White, Mossy Meadow, and Real Red. So I cut those ahead of time. This one's done with the stitched shape dies. And I'm going to stamp the next sentiment, which is: the best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear. From another favorite of mine, that would be from Elf. My kids and I watch it every year, and we can all repeat every word. I'm sure you guys can too. So we'll go ahead and attach this to our Mossy Meadow piece. And then I want to put it onto my red piece with dimensionals. So let's get those Pop-Tarts out. And I do one in each corner. That'll go on our red. And then I'm doubling it. I'm going crazy, kids. We're going to double Pop Dot. And then that's just going to go right here in the corner. So there we go, card number 3. So our final card is this one with a Whisper White base. So fold that in half, nice and crisp. And I've got a piece of Real Red, 5 1/4 by 4. And I took a piece of Designer Series paper that was 5 by 3 3/4, and I cut at 1 inch. I just sliced right down, and I'm going to flip it over. So we can go ahead and attach that to our card base a while, or to our Real Red, I guess I mean. Not quite ready to do it onto our card base yet, but just flipping that over, it's just a little bit of different visual. And whoops, sometimes we feel guilty not using both sides of our gorgeous Designer Series paper. So now you can see both sides. This is not working for me. It's sticking a little too early. There we go. So now we've got our ribbon again. I'm just going to run a strip down where that seam is, where they meet. So this is awesome because it's kind of showing you one pack of paper, one stamp set. Oh, am I out? Oh, I think I am. Oh no. Do you have a little bit more in there for me? Let's see if we can milk it. We're on the last card. But seriously, so one roll of ribbon, one pack of paper, and one stamp set, and you just can make a whole bunch of cool creations without having to break the bank. I'm gonna try, guys. I'm gonna try. See if I can use every last bit out of here. Come on, guy. Keep rolling. There we go. So this can go on the front now. And while you are out, I cut 2 pieces, Real Red Whisper White with our nested labels dies, and that Real Red pad again. And the final sentiment is, I believe. It's silly, but I believe. And I am pretty sure that is Miracle on 34th Street. You may correct me if I am wrong. It's been a long time since I've seen that one. All right, so now these two can get attached together. I think we did it, guys. I think we made it through this video without having to go get a new tape runner. All right, so dimensionals again. And then you'll notice I have a little Santa hat because this did not come with the stamp, this particular stamp set, but it works perfectly. So this stamp is from Little Treats. And this one goes with the Little Treats dies that create cute little boxes. Actually, let me see. I thought, nope, I don't see it. I was making one, but I just have a little Santa hat, and then there is a die that cut that out. So I did that ahead of time. And I'm just going to put a little, like maybe that little half dimensional there might work. Might just be perfect up near his hat. So I can attach it. Oh, I think I'm out. Oh, it might be official. And I just did right there in the corner. So perfect. So then I'm going to do a little strip of ribbon here and do my little knot like I've done on the other cards. But there you go, guys. One pack of paper, one stamp set, one roll of ribbon, 4 awesome cards. And you can keep on creating with this stamp set because it's just so stinking cute. So there you go, guys. 4 cards. Quick and easy. Thanks so much for joining me, friends. Happy Monday. Have a wonderful week. Come back and see me next week for Movie Monday.